Indian fans have long wanted the national football team to be on par with the Indian men's cricket team, only for now to see the men's team start performing like the national football team. Like it forgot how to play cricket altogether. But hold that thought, because we're coming back to that towards the end. Well, I think it's safe to say that the Shreyas Iyer era for the Indian T20 team is off to the most disastrous start possible. Already whitewashed by Ireland of all teams in his debut series as captain, then whitewashed again by England. Back-to-back series losses, that too without putting up any fight. Only the second time that's happened in the history of the Indian T20 side, with the first occurrence being in 2019. And another unfortunate stat that Indian fans won't want to hear: the men in blue are now winless in 7 straight T20Is.
Not 7. Check your stat first.
Yes, something like that was definitely said by Gigi Bhaiya at a recent press conference.
See, winning and losing is a part of the game. That is not the problem. The problem is the way we lost all these 6 games. In one of our previous video, we mentioned about the muscle memory problem. 6 months of flat IPL pitches, flat World Cup pitches, flat home tracks. That has rewired the brain of our batters approach a T20 innings. Every ball seems to be a 6 hitting opportunity for them. Now, for a moment, compare it with people like Phil Salt, Harry Brook, or even Josh Butler. They're playing on their home turf, home condition, yet they are taking some time early on, seeing off a few deliveries before they cut loose. Even when people like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan used to play, they used to see first 1 or 2 balls or even 1 or 2 overs. ये लोग पागल थोड़े ही थे कि ऐसे ही डॉट बॉल खेला करते थे, सिंगल डबल लिया करते थे शुरू में. क्या रोहित शर्मा या विराट कोहली जैसे प्लेयर आके ही पहला बॉल से 6 नहीं मार सकते थे? लेकिन ये लोग टाइम क्यों लेते थे? टाइम लेते थे वो पिच में क्या हो रहा है, बाउंस कैसा है, स्विंग हो रहा है कि नहीं, वो देखने के लिए. Now in recent times, all over the world, the pitch has become flat, especially in T20 format. Yet, the base condition, the base characteristics will always remain the same. In India, when we have flat pitches, it does stay low on bounce. At times, there will be turn for the spinners. In England, there will be seam movement early on. In Australia, there will be bounce, no matter how flat the pitch is. The natural characteristics of the pitch can never be changed. That is why you need to read the first few deliveries before you unload.
And this will actually matter very much going forward. Don't be surprised if we see Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, or even KL Rahul getting back into the T20 fold soon. अगला वर्ल्ड कप ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड न्यूजीलैंड में है. न्यू बॉल को खेलना उतना आसान नहीं होता. And nobody in their right mind is going to risk the first 6 overs going hell for leather only to end up at 34 for 4 again. That too in a World Cup game. Just to put it into perspective, after the IPL, or rather because of the IPL, we've gotten used to such flat tracks nowadays that when a genuinely tricky pitch comes up, for example, the Super 8 game against South Africa at Ahmedabad, a surface that actually demanded application and discipline, we got annihilated in a one-sided affair. The only tough test that we faced throughout the entire T20 World Cup this time, and we failed it miserably.
It is not just the batting unit that is falling apart. The fielding has quietly become one of a major issue. Team India's catching efficiency in 2026 is 71.7%, including the T20 World Cup. In that tournament, we had the worst catching record of any side that made to Super 8. We were even below Pakistan in that stage in catching efficiency. Something around 13 to 15 catches were dropped by our fielders in that tournament. And we were below Scotland and Ireland. And in the very recent T20 match against England, we dropped Harry Brook when the total was around 45 in 5 or 6 overs. After that, Harry Brook and Josh Butler did what they generally do, a 200-run partnership between the two, which took the game apart from us. And it is not just T20 match, as we earlier said. In some of the major events in last few years, like Border Gavaskar Trophy, Champions Trophy, T20 World Cup, Asia Cup, we have been having troubles in the field, dropping catches, unable to exert pressure on the field, giving too many extra runs, letting the opponent batsman converting ones into twos, twos into threes. And with India's fielding coach T. Dilip's contract ending, we can be sure that he is getting sacked from the coaching staff this time around.
There has been plenty of cases of shifting the blame among the coaching staff and the management as well. After losing to Ireland in the first T20, Captain Shreyas Iyer mentioned that the team would come out all guns blazing in the next one, only to end up failing to chase 155. After being bowled out for 76 against England, the captain called that performance atrocious.
Very high sounding English word, don't you say? ये लोग शशि थरूर जी से इंग्लिश का ट्रेनिंग ले रहे थे क्या?
But after the fourth loss, suddenly the team was in transition. A transition of what exactly? Most of this squad is straight out of the World Cup winning team. The new faces have been grinding it out in the IPL for close to a decade, except for maybe Vaibhab Sooryavanshi, who's only been here for 2 years. The only genuinely fresh players in the squad are Vaibhab and Prince Yadav. Even Shreyas himself has played for India since 2016. That can't be considered a transition. It's the same core group underperforming in every department. And when talking about taking accountability, a lot of the blame has to lie with the coach. So let's talk about that.
Our coach, Guru Gantal, Gautam Gambhir, the only coach under whom India has won 2 ICC titles. But when the team underperforms, the coach should be on the line too. And just look at some of the recent trends. Suryakumar Yadav won the T20 World Cup. Yes, his batting form wasn't there, but he was sacked and sidelined from the Indian T20 side altogether. Rohit Sharma won the Champions Trophy in 2025, and the very next ODI assignment, he was stripped of his ODI captaincy. Rishabh Pant, he was stripped of his vice captaincy after South Africa whitewashed us again last year in Test cricket. After the Test series loss against New Zealand in 2024 and a bad BGT outing, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ravi Ashwin all retired. But Gigi Bhaiya's post was never questioned. He remained untouched.
After losing the third T20 against England, a journalist noted 5 consecutive losses for India. And coach Gigi shot back saying, check your stats. It's only been 4 losses, not 5. Technically true, one was a washout, but is jhaad pe kahe chad gaye Gigi Bhaiya? He even criticized the absences of Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah, which is rich coming from a coach who's been vocal about hating the superstar culture in the team.
Another reason for the downfall is the one-dimensional batting order. And this thing we have mentioned multiple times on our channel, even with ourselves offline. And not just us, even the experts and everyone is pointing this out. The team has gone lopsided with too many left-handers, and every opponent team is exploiting it. Just a few months back in the T20 World Cup, we were struggling early on against off-spin, and Sanju Samson was recalled mid-tournament in the playing 11 because of this specific issue. And yet again, we decided to leave out Sanju Samson and go with the same issue we were facing back in the T20 World Cup. In the third T20 at Trent Bridge, when we were 52 for 5, Harshit Rana had to walk in ahead of some other batters because there were too many lefties. With all due respect to Harshit Rana, he is a bowling all-rounder. His main job is bowling, and he can bat and add useful contribution. He is not a batting all-rounder. I think we are going down the Irfan Pathan route with him. If you remember, Irfan Pathan was asked to bat at number 3 and also open the innings in some of the matches, which proved costly to his career. Seems like we are back in the Greg Chappell era, in this GG era.
The timing of Vaibhab Sooryavansh's debut in the India team is also questionable. Held back in the lower priority matches against Ireland, but thrown straight into the deep end against world-class bowlers like Jofra Archer and England on English soil. Yes, he's a prodigy, but he needs to be eased into this. While he has decimated everyone in the IPL, the international game is a different beast altogether.
And see, in international cricket, it is true that you have to be ready for the opportunity whenever it arrives. But when there is a genuine opportunity to ease a player into the international circuit, we should have capitalized that. But India failed to do so. When there was possibility of playing Vaibhab in some lower priority match like Ireland T20s, the team management seems to have missed the trick on this altogether.
The coaches also have to drill into him the idea of not going hell for leather from ball one. You can't just swing for the heavens at every ball at this level. Because when you do so and you fail to execute, you have to face the wrath of criticism from the media, fans, and everybody altogether.
Absolutely, it is all about curving your natural instinct. Many people might remember Sachin Tendulkar's marathon innings of 241 at Sydney in 2001 2 series, I believe. Prior to that innings, he was struggling against the outside of deliveries, nicking them, getting caught behind. So in that game specifically, he himself decided he will not play any cover drive. Throughout his innings, he didn't play one. That's some level of self-discipline you need. And I think that is what separates Sachin from everyone. And it is not just that. MS Dhoni has many times mentioned that he will make mistake, but the longer the duration between the two, the better player you are. You will get out in cricket eventually and playing your favorite shot at times. Rohit Sharma loves pull shot, but at times he too gets dismissed while pulling the ball. He mistimes it and gets dismissed. Virat Kohli loves cover drive, but we saw that he always struggled against the fourth, fifth stump delivery early on. So it is all about curving your natural instinct. And one good thing is that Sooryavanshi is facing this so early on his career. It will only make him a better player if he is determined to succeed in this format and in this level of cricket.
With Sanju Samson left out of the T20 squad for the Zimbabwe tour on the pretext of rest with zero clarity from the management. Reports suggest India are moving on from him. The player of the tournament in the T20 World Cup already removed from the squad and he's only 32. He's got at least 2 more T20 World Cups in him. But the selectors claim it's merit based. His IPL form being the biggest factor supposedly. If that is the case, then where's Rajat Patidar? If anyone has deserved the chance to be in the team because of his IPL form, it has to be the RCB captain. Other players like Karthik Tyagi, Rasik Salam, Khalil Ahmed, Naman Dheer have all been ignored.
And what about Bhuvneshwar Kumar? He too was one of the highest wicket takers, had the purple cap for most occasions in this IPL season. Okay, he's in the wrong side of 30s, but if you remember, Ashish Nehra played 2016 T20 World Cup purely because of his form in that very moment. And in T20 cricket, as the World Cup happens ever so often, you can go for a few players who are in the form of their life at that point in time. You don't always need a 10-year projection into the future every time. You just need players who are in rhythm. Now, as they head to Zimbabwe, it is more than likely that they will score runs there and every weakness will quietly disappear from the conversation. तो हम लोग अपने पड़ोसियों का स्क्रिप्ट कॉपी कर रहे हैं इस केस में. Stat padding against the weaker side, I mean. But one thing to watch out for, Zimbabwe's weather will be cold and the wicket could be spicy in this time of the year.
Steering away from Indian cricket though, the big news coming out of England is that the reign of baseball with the England Test side is finally over. Brendan McCullum having been sacked as the coach of the England Test team. With Ben Stokes already retiring from the international circuit, it truly is the end of baseball in red ball cricket.
All hail Tom Latham.
जब भी ये बंदा कहीं भी सीरीज जीतता है, ऑपोजिशन में चेंजेस तो आते ही है, whether it be the captain, coach, selectors या फिर the entire squad. कुछ तो चेंज होएगा.
And this news was dropped when England women's team were facing the Indian women's team in a one-off test at Lord's. And India are in a dominant position in that test match though. At the time of recording of this video, India just need 4 more wickets to win the match, while England needing 320 plus runs in 100 overs to save the game. By the time we upload this video, the Indian women's might have won the match if there is nothing like rain or anything. And one more thing is that the qualification scenario for LA 28 Olympics are out. The ICC official account has posted them on Instagram. We will make a video on that when we understand what it says because it is somewhat confusing for us too.
Just like the Football World Cup where the FIFA president does all the explaining for the rules and regulations, I want Jay Shah to make an infographic style video where he himself explains the entire qualification scenario for the Olympics. Now that would be absolute cinema. But all jokes aside, it is funny that we opened this video with the whole cricket versus football jab because every 4 years, seasonal football fans show up and blame the cricket team for everything being wrong with Indian football.
And this video, I think, is the proper reason why Indian cricket actually thrives here. It is just 2 series loss and the team look completely miserable and everyone is tearing them apart and forgetting this is the same team which won the T20 World Cup just a few months ago. Name any other sport in this country whose fans hold their athlete on that standard.
Even with all the discussion about the T20 side, the first challenge up for the Indian team is the ODI series against England. We'll talk about that and much more in our next video. But for now, thank you for watching. Like this video and subscribe to our channel if you've enjoyed our content. And for now, this is Glitch Lab signing out. We'll see you in the next one.